If I'm prepping a sermon or if I'm giving devotional to youth or something, I have 2 or 3 points that I probably want to get across that lead to one major event or one major takeaway. So what you're telling me is that each one of those points becomes possibly a part of my micro-content strategy.
Absolutely. And I think that this is maybe it actually makes the goal a little bit more attainable. Think about it in like baseball terms. If you felt like every time you went up to bat, you had to hit a home run, you had to take them from start to finish, you need to baptize them after this one message, like you're going to feel overwhelmed. And so what we're saying is micro-content actually takes the pressure off you. You can actually just hit a single. You can hit a double, and sometimes even with some micro content, you can just completely strike out, and it's okay because you're no longer trying to accomplish everything all at once. And this is kind of what one central piece of content with nothing else around it really looks like as far as strategy-wise for most churches. You got one shot to reach your members, and if for whatever reason the algorithm doesn't work or it just doesn't get shared enough, that whole effort was lost. But with micro content, you're minimizing your risk and you're maximizing your reach.
I don't think it's so different from in person. Just growing up in the church, there are lots of sermons that I felt started strong and then it was the end. Mm-hmm. And I missed all of the important work and points that had been made throughout the sermon. I think what this gives us an opportunity to do is take those, 2 or 3 main points, and each one gets its own starting place. Mm-hmm. Instead of just having to absorb all of it at once, like you're saying, right? Like this video itself seems overwhelming. And yet, if you saw it in 6 pieces, what is micro content? How do I schedule it? What platforms do I use? Each time that you break those things up, the concepts themselves aren't really overwhelming. It's just trying to take in a bunch of new information at once can be.